The world needs energy more than ever before. Aware of this need, since 2009, GenRentEnergy has specialized in the installation of small hydro and thermoelectric plants adapted to various needs, providing customized solutions and economical supply of energy in the form of temporary leasing of equipment and services or through the sale of megawatt hours. From supply of equipment to installation, operation and post-installation technical assistance, the GenRentEnergy ensures uninterrupted power supply according to contract. From now on, you and your company can rely on our power. The GenRentEnergy is part of an entrepreneurial group formed by a pool of multinational companies and independent investors active in several countries, with projects implemented in Brazil, Latin America, Africa, Eastern Europe, Siberia, and the Middle East. In Brazil, GenRentEnergy is controlled by a holding company formed by the companies Tecmon and GenRent of Brazil, which are associated with GenRent of Brazil, FK, GR Investments, Brentec, and Tecmon Electromechanical Assemblies Limited. For government contracts, the GenRentEnergy offers a full line of solutions serving both small and large demands through thermal power plants in areas not connected to the national power grid, and power plants serving on contingency basis connected to Brazil's nationwide power grid. The GenRentEnergy fully supports companies that cannot rely exclusively on public supply and have discovered that generating their own electricity is a great deal. The GenRentEnergy, through Tecmon Engineering, an interconnected company, has a specialized team to perform all contract services that go through the engineering department. We also make available to clients our technical and administrative management. For companies and organizations wishing to purchase generators safely, GenRentEnergy offers a complete line of products and services led by FK Generators Limited, an Israeli company with over 20 years experience specialized in diesel generators. We believe that organization, discipline, creativity and hard work are some of the key factors that contribute to the success of a project. With almost 2 million inhabitants, Manaus, capital of Amazon state, is a good example. With less than 2 years working in this region of Brazil, GenRentEnergy designed, built and put into operation 4 thermal power plants.
Com a conclusão da usina termoelétrica Mauá Lote 7, o nosso grupo hoje é responsável por 25% de toda a energia consumida na cidade de Manaus.
Power plant of Cidade Nova, Manaus, Amazon. Cidade Nova plant has installed capacity of 20 MW, 13.8 kV. The GenRentEnergy, along with associated companies, were responsible for civil works, hydraulic and electromechanical assemblies, assembly of fuel tanks with a capacity for 600 metric tons, and setup of transmission lines at 13.8 kV from the plant to Cidade Nova substation. Power Plant Mauá, Allotment 5, Manaus, Amazon. This was the first project undertaken by GenRentEnergy in Manaus, responsible for all assemblies such as hydraulic, electromechanics, the main fuel tank with capacity for 500 metric cubic tons, and transmission line at 13.8 kV from the plant to the industrial district substation. The entire project was accomplished in 40 days. Power Plant Electron, Allotment 1 and 2, Manaus, Amazon. Electron plant has total capacity of 40 MW at 13.8 kV. All the project, including hydraulic and electromechanical assemblies, assembly of fuel tanks with a capacity for 900 metric cubic tons, and transmission lines set up at 13.8 kV from the plant to the industrial district substation, was carried out by teams of GenRentEnergy in just 30 days. Power Plant Mauá, Allotment 6, Manaus, Amazon. Mauá Plant Allotment 6 has 110 diesel gen sets, which together have a total capacity of 140 MW at 13.8 kV. The GenRentEnergy performed all construction work, including hydraulics, electromechanical, assembly of fuel tanks with a capacity for 5,000 metric cubic tons, and 69 kV transmission line from the plant to the industrial district substation. The work was carried out by GenRentEnergy teams in only 90 days. Power Plant Goiânia 2, Aparecida de Goiânia, Goiás.
GenRent do Brazil. The company started to work in Brazil since 2002. In 2008, we built our first power station in Goiânia, Brintec. The power station output is 140 megawatt and 230 kilovolt. It consists of 88 diesel generators, and the power plant has been built within 1 year.
The GenRentEnergy performed all construction work such as hydraulic and electromechanical, assembly of fuel tanks with a capacity for 3,000 metric cubic tons, and transmission line at 210 kV in 2 substations, one located at the power plant and the other Furnas substation, one of the largest of Midwest Brazil, connected to the national power grid and power distribution. Among all 17 power plants negotiated in 2005, this was the first to start operations on schedule in January 2009. This is GenRentEnergy, a young, dynamic and experienced company. A company committed to its ideal of doing more and better.